Day 2 on the St. Francis. Huck and I picked up where we left off on the first day at the St. Francis boat launch, and we're going all the way to the Elk River, and we'll pull out at the River Oaks Park. We're going to go underneath, right? Underneath?
Yeah, right in the middle, right there. Can you guide us right through?
This section of the river is completely different than the first day when we were going through the Sherburne National Wildlife Refuge. We had, with the exception of the Battle Brook, we had no portages through the Sherburne National Wildlife Refuge. But on this leg of the river to the Elk River, it was constant portages and trees down in the river. I hope it's not all like that, because this could be a long day if it is. And as it turns out, it did take us all day. We estimated the total distance to be about 12 miles, which would normally take us maybe around 4 hours. It took us close to 8 hours. There were probably a handful of times where we had to portage by completely leaving the river, getting up on the bank, and then going down 100 yards and then re-entering the river. And then there was probably another 3, maybe even 4 dozen times where we didn't have to portage and leave the river itself, but we had to stop and pull over to the side where it was shallow and move the canoes up and over trees. We do?
Yeah.
Now, fortunately, this river moves very slowly and the weather was absolutely beautiful and perfect. So I didn't really mind all of the time on the river, but if it had been faster current or not as pleasant weather, then it could have turned into a very miserable day.
No, this feels like it's like a painting.
Of all the places that I've canoed this summer, this is probably the one place that I wouldn't recommend. Yes, it was beautiful. Yes, we saw bald eagles flying out of the trees, a few herons, ducks, turkeys, deer, but it felt like every 100 yards you had to worry about trees that were blocking the river.
Guided. There's a tree right in front of us.
Lead away.